Look at this runway, if you can even call it that. It's like a downhill staircase. I mean, who designed this thing? We've got bumps, drops, and just enough slope to feel like we're riding a roller coaster, built by someone with a twisted sense of humor. If we survive this takeoff without rattling our feelings loose, it'll be a miracle. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to what might be the roughest start to a mission yet. We're launching off this ladder of a runway and heading straight into the danger zone. Our target? A SAM site armed to the teeth, with radars, missiles, and AAA guns, just waiting for us to come knocking. Okay, we're airborne. Locked, loaded, and carrying the kind of firepower that nightmares are made of. 2 AGM-88 arms, precision engineered to sniff out enemy radar and turn it into scrap metal. A couple of classic Mark 82s, free-fall beauties that'll crater anything left standing. And if anyone down there still wants to play, I'm bringing the cannon in close. Because sometimes the old school way is the best way. Now let's set everything up. On the left display, I'm bringing up the HAD, the TGP, and the weapon page. All the tools we need to get locked on and ready to take down that SAM site. On the right display, I'm powering up the AGM-88. Now, the 88's gonna take a few minutes to warm up, so while that's happening, we've got a little time to fine-tune everything else and make sure we're on target. I'm looking through the Pimax crystal light flying at 500 knots at 10,000 feet in an F-16 Viper over Afghanistan. And let me tell you, this is the kind of experience every flight sim enthusiast dreams about. The immersion is unbelievable, from the vast Afghan landscape below to the sheer sense of speed and altitude. Honestly, even real pilots would get a kick out of this. It's as close as you can get to the real deal without leaving the ground. This setup doesn't just simulate flight, it brings it to life. Looks like that SA-2 just locked us up. See that RWR? That's a radar lock, and normally I'd have some aggressive beeping blasting in my ears right about now. But yeah, I messed something up in the video recording, so you're missing out on the full panic mode. Still, this is exactly what we came here for. Time to make that SAM site regret they even thought about aiming at the Viper. I'm scanning for the target on the TGP now. There should be a big white missile pointing straight up somewhere in this area. Holy shoot! He just shot at me. SAM inbound, 12 o'clock. It's a bit distant, but it's right on my nose. I'm going to use the mountains beneath me to break the lock and get out of its track. There we go. The missile can't see me anymore and will detonate in the sky soon. There it is. I can see the explosion now. Time to answer the question that guy just launched at me. Time to switch to the HAD or Harm Attack display and lock onto that SA2 that should be right in front of us. There it is. Magnum. Magnum is the correct gravity code to indicate that a friendly anti-radiation missile has been launched. In a previous video I said that Magnum was used for Mavericks, and I was totally wrong. Rifle is the code for general air-to-surface missiles, while Magnum is used for anti-radiation missiles like the AGM-88. Well, AGM-88 is off the rail and on its way. Watch it scream downrange, zeroed in on that SAM radar. There's no hiding from this one. It's locked, tracking, and about to tear that site apart. Now we wait. Boom. How's that for an answer? The SAM site's history, but there are still some vehicles left. Let's roll in with a nice strafe. Let's go. There you are, a lone truck that needs to be wiped off the map. Rolling in hot for a strafe pass. Let's make this quick and dirty. I keep dreaming about having soldiers and ground vehicles with the same level of detail as the aircraft modules in DCS. Imagine a full Fidelity Abrams or T-90 module. Who wouldn't jump at the chance to experience that? It would be absolutely next level. I really think ED should focus on making combined arms more functional and immersive. Bringing a realistic ground combat experience into the sim would open the door for so many new players. Right now, DCS is heaven for us Air Force maniacs. But the battlefield isn't just in the skies. There's a whole world of people who love ground vehicles and want to experience ground operations. Adding in high-quality ground vehicles and even first-person soldiers would take the experience to another dimension. It would make the sim feel like a living, breathing battlefield. Alright, here we go. Time to finish off the last target with a pair of Mark 82s. Let's set up for a clean run and make these bombs count. I'm coming in steady, eyes on the target, ready to deliver the final blow. Dropping Mark 82s always feels like old-school precision, no high-tech guidance, just classic calculated impact. There's something so satisfying about getting the angle just right and watching it all line up perfectly. We're locked in, lined up, and these Mark 82s are about to do what they do best. Let's make this count and wrap up the mission in style. Alright, bringing it in now for the landing. What a ride that was. Feels good to wrap up the mission and head back to base after a solid day in the Viper. There's just something about coming in low, lining up with the runway and easing her down after a successful sortie. Nothing quite matches the feeling of a smooth approach, knowing you've completed the mission and can let that adrenaline settle down a bit. As I bring her in, let me say thanks to each and every one of you for watching and joining me on this journey. From takeoff to dodging SAMs, it's you guys who makes these flights even more worth it. The support, the comments, the feedback, it keeps me pushing to bring you the best experience possible. Now, just a little more to go here, easing her down. You know, there's a real art to landing, especially after a mission like that. You've got to stay focused right up until those wheels hit the runway. Getting the glide path right, managing the throttle, everything comes down to these last few seconds. Touchdown! There it is, safe and sound, back on the ground. Once again, thank you all for sticking with me. Hope you enjoyed the ride as much as I did. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, or let me know what you'd like to see next time. Stay sharp, stay safe, and fly smart. As always, I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao!